Scott Legal is an immigration and business law firm that processes a number of different types of business visas. Our founder has been on a number of different visas and understands what you're going through. A visa that is often overlooked is the E1 visa. An E1 visa can be a great visa option for individuals or companies that engage in international trade with the U.S. So what are the E1 visa requirements? The first requirement is that you must have a passport from a treaty country. Here are some to name a few. You can find a complete list of E1 visa treaty countries by clicking on the link below. The E1 visa is based on trade. There are a number of aspects related to the trade that make up the next set of E1 visa requirements. First, the definition of trade can be quite broad and not limited to a traditional import/export business. Instead, for an E1 visa, trade can be a good or a service. Here are some examples of goods and services, and the list is much more expansive. The idea for this visa is that some good or service is being traded with the U.S. The trade must also be substantial, and represent a large part of the international trade for the applicant. As a general rule, the trade should be well over $100,000 over the period of a year. Also, at least 50% of the entity's international trade must be with the U.S. For example, if a company in Italy earned $500,000 in revenue and $250,000 of that related to trade with the U.S., an E1 visa may be an option. Trade between the treaty country and the U.S. must exist before the application is filed. Normally, trade would have occurred for at least 1 year, but shorter periods are possible. Finally, the trade must occur between the treaty country and the U.S. For example, let us say that a French company traded with the U.S. but the goods were shipped and came from India. This would not qualify, as the goods or services must originate in the treaty country and be traded with the U.S. The final E1 visa requirement is that the applicant must demonstrate that they plan to leave the U.S. once the E1 status expires. This is normally accomplished through a simple signed statement to that effect. There are a few more things you should consider when thinking about an E1 visa. First, while a business plan, employees, or a business entity abroad or in the U.S. are not required, they are all recommended, as they will strengthen your E1 visa application. Second, spouses and children under 21 can join the E1 applicant. A spouse is eligible for work authorization also. Unlike an E2 visa, an investment is not required. Finally, this visa can be applied for at a consulate or in the U.S., but most applications are processed at consulates. The last thing we will leave you with are some examples of E1 visas. This is a short list and the possibilities are endless. This visa is often overlooked, and has some distinct advantages over an E2 visa. You can see some of the key differences between an E1 and E2 visa by clicking on the link below. We are here to help. You can reach us by calling 212-223-2964 or emailing us. We look forward to hearing from you. You can set up a consultation by clicking on the link below, where you can pick a day and time that is convenient for you.